Hello out there to all of the Among Us players. I hope you're as excited about the new airship map as I am. And with the new airship map come a lot of new tasks, not all of which are self-explanatory. So I'm going to give you a quick preview of 17 of the new tasks that are exclusive to the airship map. Before we do that, I want to give a quick shout out to Jogo. Those are the guys who created the sus tracker, which helps you keep track of the teammates that are being sus. I use it personally. I love it. It's great. You can get it for free by going to jogo.gg and clicking on the Checkout Sus Tracker button, or just use your Alexa or the Alexa app on your phone and search skills for Sus Among Us Jovo. And so, without further delay, here are 17 of the new airship tasks. Enjoy. Okay, this is the hamburger. This seems to be everybody's favorite. Check the ingredients on the little piece of paper there and stack them accordingly. Got a few different options there. You can always check the paper again by clicking on it if you forget the order. Electrical, this one's a little tricky. You need to flip these switches in numerical order. As you can see the number in green up at the top there. This task takes a while, so be careful not to get got while you're doing it. Electrical is an even bigger death trap than it was in the Skeld. Now, the number of switches that you've already correctly flipped will be indicated by the little green lights off to the right side there. That's handy if you get called away for an emergency meeting while doing this task. These you just want to line up with the outline, and don't forget the switch on the left there. In here, go through and pick up all the towels that have the yellow outline on them. Not all of them will. Got to run around and search for them a little bit. Then go over to this laundry hamper at the top. And place all the towels you just picked up into the basket. You can only do that one at a time, unfortunately. The photo development. These you just place in the liquid there, and then you go do something else. It'll take a while before those photos will fully develop, so go do a different task or whatnot and then come back to them later. The records you just have to shelve in the appropriate spots. You go to the table in the middle, and then an arrow will show you which shelf to put the folder or file onto. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You just pick up the items on the table there and then place them back on the hooks. The placement does have to be exact or it won't work. Here's the other variant of that task. For this one, you're going to have to remember that code. You get it on one side, and there is no way across without going the long way all the way around. So remember that code that you get, then run over to the other side and enter it as necessary. You can just click on those squares to rotate through the options. This one can be a bit frustrating. Sometimes it comes straight out, and sometimes you have to fight with it a little bit. Just grab it by the handles with the cursor and shake it around until that bag comes out. Another crowd pleaser, the mannequin in the vault. See the picture at the top? Just dress it accordingly. The longer you hold down the button, the harder you're going to hit this thing. You just need to match the number at the bottom with the one that's on the green post-it in the middle of the tape. It can be a little tricky, but you have the fast forward and the rewind in case you make a mistake. The vault's in the cargo bay. You do have to go clockwise or counterclockwise as indicated by the arrow below the number. And once you get all three of them, this three-pronged wheel will light up. Just spin it around a few times and you'll be good to go. The big ruby in the middle of the vault, it's going to have some scuff marks on it. Just click on them. It's going to make a little rubbing noise. That means you're making progress. You're going to have to switch back and forth. You can't just focus on one the whole time or it won't work. If you hear that rubbing noise, that's a good sign. And when you're done with the section, it's going to start to gleam. This one you're trying to get reception, so don't just leave the phone where it is. Move it around until you can get the best signal you can. It will go much faster. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to go to jogo.gg for even better tips and tricks. As always, happy gaming.